Hey there, welcome back to Speak Real English. I'm so glad you're here, and today I want to talk about something that's not only useful for your English vocabulary but also for your everyday life, especially if you're living in or planning to move to an English-speaking country. Picture this, you're browsing online looking for your next apartment, or maybe you've just arrived in a new city and you're searching for a place to live. Suddenly, you see an advertisement that describes a place as cozy. Now, what exactly does that mean? At first glance, it sounds lovely, right? It makes you think of soft blankets, comfortable furniture, perhaps a warm drink in your hand, and a peaceful setting where everything feels just right. Cozy often brings to mind that relaxed, safe, and snug environment that makes you want to curl up and stay indoors. But here's where things get interesting. When the word cozy is used to describe an apartment or living space, especially in housing listings in places like New York City, Boston, or other urban areas in the United States, the meaning can shift a little. It still sounds inviting, but it's often used as a polite or subtle way to say that the place is quite small. It doesn't necessarily mean that the apartment is poorly maintained or unattractive. In fact, it might be beautifully decorated and well located. However, you should know that cozy, in this context, usually suggests limited space. So instead of writing tiny or cramped, which could make people hesitate, the word cozy is chosen to give it a more positive and welcoming feeling. Real estate ads often rely on words like cozy to create a certain mood or impression without directly pointing out the downsides. This is a really great example of how vocabulary in English, especially in American culture, can be shaped by context. When you see cozy on a rental listing, it might mean the apartment has a warm atmosphere and just enough room for one or two people. But it also might mean you're going to need to be smart about how you use the space. Think of cozy as code for charming but compact. Now, the word cozy isn't limited to property ads. It's also commonly used to describe a feeling or a mood. On a cold evening, when you're sitting at home wrapped in a blanket, sipping tea or cocoa, and watching your favorite show, that feeling is also described as cozy. So it has both a literal and emotional application. You can say, I feel so cozy right now, or this room has such a cozy vibe. It adds a layer of comfort and charm to the conversation, and it's often associated with emotional warmth, not just physical comfort. As you continue learning English, especially if you're aiming for fluency and a more natural way of speaking, it's important to understand how these kinds of words are used in real-life situations. Sometimes, one word can carry multiple shades of meaning depending on the context, and cozy is a perfect example. Whether you're describing your mood, your home, or your favorite reading corner, cozy is a wonderful word to add to your vocabulary. But just remember that when it comes to apartment ads, cozy is often a friendly way to say you'll need to get creative with furniture and storage. It's an excellent lesson in both language and culture. And speaking of learning the real language of native speakers, this is exactly what we focus on here at Speak Real English. I want to help you not just learn the textbook definitions, but truly understand how English is spoken by real people in everyday life. This includes vocabulary like cozy, phrases used in casual conversation, and all the subtle, cultural meanings behind the words. So if you're enjoying this kind of content, and you want to improve your English in a way that feels natural and fun, make sure to stick around. I invite you to join me at speakrealenglish.com, where you can dive deeper into real expressions, practical usage, and get access to more resources that will support your journey toward confident, fluent English. You'll also find a free ebook waiting for you that's designed to help you boost your speaking skills and feel more comfortable communicating in English. So don't hesitate to check that out. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, stay curious and open to new experiences with the language. Whether you're describing an apartment or describing how you feel in your favorite cozy sweater, every new word you learn brings you one step closer to true fluency. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time on Speak Real English. Keep speaking, keep growing.